we watched a movie the entire season. The entire season, Indiana Hoosiers football season, was a movie. And what a great dramatic finish that was. Here is a kid that tells you, hey, I was a 2-star recruit. They wouldn't even let me walk on at Miami. My parents are Miami grads. My mom played tennis there. My dad was on the crew team. I couldn't even walk on at Miami. But here I am back at home playing where the Hurricanes play, and the Miami Hurricanes come into this game determined to beat me up, to bully me. Did you see the beginning of that game where they cheap shot at Mendoza and bloodied his lip, helmet to the chin, the whole nine? They did, that was intentional. They're trying to punk Fernando Mendoza. This big, goofy quarterback, nerdy guy that's always laughing and smiling and crying. We can punk him. And so they tried early on in that game to beat the mess out of Fernando Mendoza. We heard Kirk Cignetti, the Indiana head coach, say, like, hey, man, there were 3 cheap shots right at the beginning of this game that all should have been flagged personal fouls. They wanted to punk Fernando Mendoza. And he looks like a kid that can be punked. Look at how goofy he is. Look at that silly smile. He's always crying. Yeah, let's punk and bully Fernando Mendoza. Let's check his manhood. Holy cow, did this kid have an answer for the Miami Hurricanes? That was amazing. That was biblical last night. That was a story about a young football player tapping into his faith and taking on his enemies, the people sent to destroy him, with a smile on his face. For that, Fernando Mendoza, we talk about the matriarchy and all the alphabet mafia and all of the LGBTQIA plus silent P crowd. We talk about the Black Lives Matter crowd. We talk about the gays and all. They're going to redefine masculinity. And what we just saw last night on a football field in the national championship game was Fernando Mendoza defining masculinity. And those of us that are Jesus freaks, Christians, those of us with a brain, we already knew what masculinity really looks like. It looks like Fernando Mendoza, the big goofy kid who the Miami kids thought, oh man, we can snatch his soul. We can put some hits on him early in this game and snatch his soul, and he'll fold up. And it's like, hey, Hurricanes, have you not been paying attention? Do you not know where this kid comes from, where his source of confidence and strength and masculinity comes from? You think this kid's a punk? His mother can't get out of a chair. His father has stuck with his wife, his mother, despite her MS, supported her unbelievably, and you think this kid's a punk after he's watched what his mother and father and what he have gone through in supporting his mother? You think you can snatch this kid's soul with a few cheap shots and hits? No dice. No dice. Fernando Mendoza, that was, you guys have heard of Angel Studios. They come out with all these Christian faith-based movies. They have to do the Fernando Mendoza story. Have to. This grows up in Miami, dreams of playing for the Hurricanes. He's a 2-star recruit. Miami has no interest in him playing. Now, we won't even invite you as a walk-on. He has to go all the way off to California somewhere to play college football. And he's got all of these, and from Daniel Kelly to JB to everybody else, judging him on his NFL draft prospects, on what type of NFL player he will be, rather than judging him on what he's doing on a college football field. Rather than looking at all of his strengths, his willingness to be a team player, his willingness to submit and surrender to his head coach, his willingness to never put himself above the team, his humility, his courage, the things that his family, his mother and father and brothers have planted in him. Rather than talking about those things, we spend all this time talking about, well, his arm's not strong enough. He can't get past the first or second progression. We talk about the things he can't do rather than the things he can do. We evaluate him not on the game that he is playing. He's in college football, playing for the losingest team program in the history of college football. What is he doing for them? What is he doing for Kirk Signetti and the football program Kirk Signetti is trying to uplift? That is the story. And I get that we like to project and we like to talk about, hey, what's he going to do in the NFL? Well, he's not playing in the NFL right now. He's playing college football. And he was the perfect quarterback for the Indiana Hoosiers and Kirk Signetti to pull off a 16-0 season. I want to play the clip of Fernando Mendoza with Holly Rowe after the game. Kids said it all. Play the clip.
Game.
Total goofball. He's a total goofball. You got to learn to love it. I mean, seriously, you have to learn to love it. It's what makes him unique and special and perfect for this time that we're in today. This is, I told y'all when I started this, I'm on cloud 9. Because we need kids like this in the spotlight, fighting against this or standing against, being a symbol against like this whole little hip hop thug thing. Let me tat myself up. Let me dress myself up so that I'm, by appearance, intimidating and look hard and tough. Let me put my gold chains on so everybody can look. Oh, I'm wealthy. I'm making a lot of money. Fernando Mendoza goes the completely opposite direction. Dude looks like somebody straight off of Leave It to Beaver or My Three Sons. And for those of you that are not old enough, those are like old school, goofy TV shows about suburban white boys. That's what Fernando Mendoza looks like. He's a killer. He's not afraid of anything or anybody because of his faith.